Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I repaired my audio interface. It's a Behringer UMC 204HD. Alright, so this is my Euphoria UMC 204HD. Okay, so um, what happened to me is this USB B connector, uh, whenever I would plug in, was loose. So I'd plug in and it would jingle around and mess up. So what I need to do is there's 3 screws here to take off on the back plate, and then there's a 4th screw that's a different size in between the RCA outputs. So we're going to take those out real quick. And by the way, guys, I am no tech. I just take things apart, and what I get is what I get. I will eventually plan on doing a permanent repair for this, but because I'm in a bind, I need to get this done now. So we're actually going to take a look and see what we're going to do, and we're going to most likely super glue what's going on in there. So bear with me as I do this. The screwdriver that I'm using is the pointiest Phillips there is, and it fits all 4 screws. If you use those silver ones for like eyeglasses, it will do the first 3, but it won't do the 4th. So you definitely want to get the pointiest Phillips. And they're not tight in there; they're kind of loose, I guess. So yeah, if you use one of these, it's not gonna work for this middle one. It'll work for these 3, but not this one. So, okay, now this plate will just come right off, like so. Okay, so then we're gonna go to the front. On the front here, there's really only 2 things holding it on, and there's these 4 Allens and then all these knobs. So I'm just gonna pull these knobs off. You can get a screw, or not a screw, a tool. It's like a crow's claw, I think is what it's called, or raven's claw, to pull those off, but they're not bad. So then we're gonna take these 4 out, and these 4 are. I'm gonna bring you guys in a little closer here so you can see kind of what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see those okay. And then so I'm just gonna take my trusty Allen key here and pull these 4 out. So there's 1. If you guys hear music in the background, my wife is rocking my son to sleep, and we play music to help him sleep because we live kind of close to a highway. So hopefully you guys enjoy the nice elevator-like music. It's appropriate, I'm sure, for this. Yeah. Okay, so when all those are done, this will literally just pull right out like that. Okay, so I have this all taken apart here, and the problem I'm having is with this USB-B connector. So basically what's happened is, if I take this connector here, and I plug them into this port, watch what happens. Yeah. See how that comes out? See how that moves? Should not move like that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to super glue that. There's little tiny tabs. I can get the camera to focus here. There's tabs on the side. Well, those tabs have worn out. Yeah, you can't really see this side very well. There you go. Right there, there's some tabs that have worn out. And I don't have a replacement right now, which I'm going to get some. But in the meantime, for a quick fix, we're going to use super glue. Alright, so let's try this. And I'm going to use a broken end of a pin as an applicator. So I'm going to push this guy. Get you back on here. I'm going to push this guy in like that. Grab just a tiny bit of super glue. On the back side too. Okay, so now I'm just going to push this guy closed. I'm actually going to use this piece. Okay. Sorry, my fingers are totally in the way right now. Golly. This video is probably going to be... This video may be crap, guys. I'm sorry if it is. It's my first repair video. I probably just spent the majority of it filming my fingers. Okay, so we're going to let that sit, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so now the whole circuit board has been exposed. I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer so you guys can kind of see some of the stuff that's going on here. Hopefully some of you guys can use this, well, once it decides what it wants to focus on. My focus points are being aggravating. Okay, let me bring it in close. Nice and tight up in here. There we go. So now you can kind of see and where my problem was. Look at that, they lock tight though, so that's good. So this was my problem right here. This piece was, when I would push my USB piece in, that would pull out. So I super glued that guy into place. And this right here is just real thin paper. It will pull off, so be careful, you might lose that. Flipping around on the front side here. So there's your combo jacks. Oh, come on, don't do that to me. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Alright, cool. So, there you have it. And reassembly is the same thing as disassembly. There's one thing to show you. There is a track in here. Of course, the camera's not going to focus on it. Let me try that. Okay, so there's a track right here on this side. Sorry guys, I know you can't see it very well. So there's a track here and a track here that this will slide into. Once that slides down in there, not in place, there we go. Fall back in, and then we'll put our screws back on. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm sure this is extremely boring, and I'm not being funny right now. I wish I was. But yeah, so what happened with this is we do a live stream on Sundays, and I use this to take a stereo mix out of my mixer into the computer for OBS. And I have a 2-year-old son who likes to be very reckless, and I believe he pulled these out, or pulled it out at an angle, and ended up tearing out the slots for that female connector. So when he did that, I tried to, we were trying to do our live stream, and we weren't getting any audio. So I knew that this was toast. But luckily, this is my backup mixer. I actually have what you're listening to is a Focusrite 18i8, but it's a lot bigger. And this is nice and portable. So those are on there good. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. So now this won't fall out anymore. We can put this front piece on. Maybe we can put the front piece on like so. Guys, I'm so sorry about my camera. This is my first, maybe my last, techie type video. So hopefully it helps. I did another repair on my studio monitors. Some M Audio BX5As, that's what they are. And one of them had a clicking problem, and did some research on YouTube and on some forums, found out that I had a bad capacitor. So I replaced the capacitor. Actually, I replaced both. There's two in there for the preamp section. I replaced both of them. But that I did not do a video for. But they're known to go bad, and I just did the one speaker. So, and I got extra capacitor. So, if the other speaker goes bad, then I most likely will do a video on it. And hopefully, that video will be about 10 times better than this one. This video is rough with my hands in the way. You guys can't see anything. There we go. So again, guys, I'm by no means a certified tech on any of this stuff. So don't take it apart unless you have some knowledge of how to do this. Alright, so the next step is to plug it in and to see if it works. Alright guys, so what do you think? Will it work? Will it not work? Let's find out. So all I'm going to do here is, I think I got one more port open. I should have one more port open on my computer. Alright, so if this turns on, we're going to have two lights. We're going to have this power light turn on, and I think my Phantom is, okay, we'll turn my Phantom off. So here we go. There we go. It's turned on. And it looks to be pretty steady in there. I'm not going to mess with it because the glue is still kind of wet. But looks like it turned on. So we're going to let it sit for overnight. And it hopefully goes good. Thanks guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this. Hopefully this is helpful to those of you that want to know how to take this apart. Maybe you got another job to do on it. That was just the job that I needed to do. So, man. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.